Cheesy Madness is GTA 6 pre-orders here. So, have you heard of the phrase, all men should die? You probably have. Like, from a feminist, misandrist, or like, either of those. But in this video we're gonna be debunking that, because we're gonna talk about what would happen if all men actually did die. Okay? So let's get into it. We're gonna have two scenarios in this video. If men didn't exist, and if all men drop dead right now. We're gonna get into the first one. If all men drop dead right now, at this current moment. First up, jobs that have a majority of men, like I'm pretty sure construction, would slow down. All jobs would slow down, because like men and women, they work on jobs. They'd slow down. Some jobs, like therapy, I think would slow down a little bit. While more manual jobs like construction, which is also something I already stated, would slow down a lot. And also, another thing to factor in is... Yes, thank God. Another thing to factor in is no more reproduction. Which means that, okay, if men drop dead, that means at that point, reproduction would stop. Would stop at that singular point. No more reproduction could happen. Sure, life could go on until the last person lives. Let's say it's like 2100. Well, they can only live up to that point. Then the entire humanity is dead. They're dead. Gone. They're just disappeared. Let's get into this part we're going to take the most of this video. If men never existed. I will warn you, I'm going to use stuff from the Bible here at this point. So, if you aren't religious into Christianity, or you're Catholic, or you aren't comfortable with religion, or you just don't like to hear religion being talked about, or you don't like to hear another religion being discussed, or you're just atheist and you don't believe in it, do not watch the next part of this video. Okay, I'm warning you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so if men never exist, then no one could exist. I'm saying it right here. Because if we count God, which in the Bible is represented as a male, that means he wouldn't exist. But you could argue that since he isn't technically male, he's a genderless being. He's a genderless being. Well, then you could argue a Jesus, but he's a male. Wait, hold up. Yeah. Yeah, but then you could argue then that Adam and Eve would be made, but it would just be Eve. It'd just be Eve being made. So that means they couldn't reproduct. And the only person alive would be Eve. This is I need to think. I think that's the entire video, actually. Yeah. So. Oh, I got more. If you can argue that like Mary gave birth to Jesus, well, Jesus doesn't exist in this case. Remember, he's gone. Also, another thing in this video is that God wouldn't exist because he's represented as a male, which I stated before, which means he couldn't. He could create them. Still no. If you argue that the person that told her that if she wanted to carry Jesus said, and that person is a male. Remember, males don't exist in this universe, so it's basically just like repeating. It's basically what I'm saying again. I'm just trying to get this video to be like 3 minutes long, so it doesn't appear as a YouTube short. Because when it appears as a YouTube short, that means more people are likely to scroll off. Okay, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Anyways, let me see if this is like more than 3 minutes.